Good now. For those joining for the first time, welcome. For those of you returning, welcome back. As always, I am thrilled, honored, and grateful that you have chosen to spend your precious time in this very sacred self-care moment with me, and you've allowed me to spend mine with you. So thank you. I do not take that for granted. At least I try not to. For those joining for the first time, I like to read a card. So I do this in the mornings on Insight Timer. I used to do it here on YouTube in the mornings, but I do that in the mornings on Insight Timer. But since I meditate twice a day and some of my beautiful meditative family is not on that app, I still want to be here and support you. So I decided to start recording my evening meditations and sharing those with you. And so this morning's card, first of all, we're going through David R. Hawkins' the Power versus Force deck. They are very verbose. So I'm going to read what was read this morning. Curious to see if I have any greater insight. But here we go. Our attitudes stem from our positions, and our positionality has to do with motive and therefore context. That's the front. On the back is a whole note, and it reads, challenges on the job can result in stimulation or anxiety, depending on whether one's supervisor is seen as a teacher or as an ogre. According to the overall way that we interpret the meaning of events, the same situation may be tragic or comic. One of the things that came to mind at 5:30 this morning was it doesn't just apply to the job, it applies to pretty much any interaction you have with any human being. The way you perceive the situation or interpret the situation could be the worst thing that ever happened to you or the best thing that ever happened to you. With the state of how things are today, it is definitely helpful to find any slither of this happened to me. Any slither of good, I guess you could say. I don't want to say good because I don't like to label things, but I don't like to label. Sometimes labeling is not helpful. Sometimes it is. But any slither of, I see how this could benefit me. I also get that different brains process things differently. And I also get that sometimes we just have to have faith in hindsight. I like to say I will catch up with hindsight at some point, and it can tell me all the things why that may have happened or what it is about that incident that I was to take away or whatever. But that's kind of what comes to mind for me. And I got a yawn. I can't even blame that on 5:30 because it's not 5:30 in the morning. All right, let's meditate. Do you have your lettuce out? That was a topic of conversation a little bit this morning as well. Okay. I got the timer. Well, I had the timer. Okay, now I have the timer. So you don't have to worry about how long it's been or how much longer you have to go. My side of the camera will be silent. You can do whatever works best for you. That is the whole purpose of me showing up here. I practice transcendental meditation. I get to demonstrate it, but most importantly, I'm here to support you in your practice. And the best way I can do that is for you to respond to the video in some way, either to the card or just say hi or whatever, or let me know that you showed up so that I can celebrate you and really celebrate every time you show up, especially with the consistency. That is the whole point. Like meditation benefits you most when you're able to be consistent. And that's why I continue to show up in hopes that it inspires you to continue to show up. No matter what, like it is a must. And I was in a workshop last weekend and I loved how Jake was like, we do the musts, right? Things that we must do, we make sure we find a way to do it. So for me, meditation is a must. As you can see, last night I was still at work. It was just, I wanted to make sure I was able to get a meditation in before I got too tired. And I figured because it was so late leaving, that if I waited until I got home, I would be tired. And then I'd be falling asleep on camera because I'm still going to show up on camera. I prefer not to fall asleep on camera. Okay. But it will not have been the first time, unfortunately. So I've not only made my twice a day a must, and I've succeeded at that. I'm at 100 days, 105 days twice a day. Once a day, it's been like 400 and something days. But I've made twice a day a must. I've made, and now I'm working on making the evening ones earlier in the evening a must so that I can benefit from it. Because when your body is too tired, it doesn't get all the benefits from the practice. But even if you're tired, I still like build the muscle memory, sit anyway. So I'm off my soapbox. I managed to talk, what is that, 6 minutes, 5 minutes? And I don't even have any interaction because I'm just recording this. Okay. I've been doing this too long. I kid. All right, my loves. Let us, did you let us out? Let us meditate 20 minutes silent and yeah, have a good sit. I will see you. Happy meditation. I will see you on the other side. It's been 20 minutes. Go ahead and keep your eyes closed for at least another 2 minutes to allow your body to slowly come out of your meditative state. You can start the process by simply bringing awareness to the surface supporting you. Notice any sounds you hear off in the distance or close by. Notice the temperature and the space in which you occupy. What do you smell? You can add some gentle movement like wiggling your toes or shimmying your shoulders. My personal favorite, rotating your neck. Of course, do whatever feels yummy to you in this moment. That's gentle and slow. Put a smile on your face. Take as deep a breath in as you can. And exhale, whether audibly or silently. And whenever you're ready, feel free to open your eyes. Thank you so much for meditating with me. Thank you for showing up for you, taking the time to meditate for you. And yeah, I hope this was a good sit, whether this is closing out your evening or starting your day. I am celebrating you for being here. So, all that said, may you create the most amazing now moments. Until I see you next time. Ciao for now. Mwah.